Today, I want to alert you to a credit trap that is absolutely obliterating people's credit scores. It's damaging their credit not only now, not only for the next 12 months, for the next 10 years. This is a massive trap that you need to avoid. But I remember the first time I learned about this credit trap, and this was in the year, this was 2016, so this is eight years ago. And, you know, I was starting a business funding company at the time. And I remember this couple had applied for funding, really nice couple, probably 55 to 60 years old. And they had saved up a little money and they were getting ready to start a transportation business where they would be able to move people who were, getting treatment for cancer and other difficult things. And so I said, okay, great, this sounds good. Let's go ahead and get your credit snapshot, no impact to your credit, and see what this looks like and see what options we can qualify you for. And I noticed something super weird. They don't have any open credit cards. All of their credit cards are closed. I'm thinking, wow, this is crazy. I can't remember, out of the thousands of credit reports that I had reviewed previous to that, I don't think I'd ever seen anybody who didn't have an open credit card. I asked, hey, I noticed you guys don't have any credit cards. So what's going on? And they're like, oh yeah, we spoke with this debt specialist and he said, and then we were watching, we were learning from Dave Ramsey, and we should cut all our credit cards up. And we closed them all. I'm like, well, Dave said to cut them up. He didn't say to close them, because if you close all your credit cards, that destroys your credit. And this is the big discrepancy, the bridge that we're going to make today for people is just because you paid your bills on time doesn't mean you're going to have a good credit score. I can make all my payments on time and my credit will look horrible. And that's exactly what happened to this couple because they received the worst advice. Close those credit cards. Here's the problem when you close the credit cards. You close all your credit cards, well, 30% of your credit score is your available credit limit. On top of that, if you close credit cards and you have a balance, now it's basically like you're over the limit. Let's say you had a $10,000 credit card limit. You close it. You now have a zero credit card limit on that card. And let's say it was maxed out at a $10,000 balance. You're now $10,000 over the limit, and there's nothing that you can do at that point in a lot of ways because now you've got all these maxed out cards. Guess what? Your chance of getting a new 0% card, zero. You're not going to get it. You're going to get declined everywhere because now you've got all this credit card balance closed out, zero available credit card limits. It's going to keep them from buying houses, getting funding for a business, and every other problem that comes with having shitty credit. So that said, how do you avoid this problem? Well, number one, you don't ever want to close a credit card, right? You want to keep credit cards open. You want to be responsible with them. You only want to use them hopefully in emergency or because you've got an opportunity to generate a return much greater than the interest that you're paying on them. Hopefully you're only using 0% interest cards. That's the smart way to do it. There are a lot of strategies and a lot of videos in this channel you can check out to learn more about that. But the bottom line is you want to keep credit cards open. You close them and it hurts your average age of accounts, right? Part of your credit score is average age of accounts. That's 10% of your credit score. It's why grandma and grandpa always have a great credit score because they have, a credit card that they've had open for 30, 40 years now. They close that card, it's going to negatively impact their credit. So you keep credit cards open. If you are looking at closing any cards, the ones that you would close would be like the small store cards, right? Your Synchrony Bank Walmart card doesn't really help that much. Some of the other store cards, the little clothing store cards, go ahead and close those out. That's not going to have negatively impact. But if you have a major credit card, a Capital One, a Chase, a Bank of America, American Express, you can use to buy anything at any place where they take cards, you want to always keep those open. Now, what if you or someone got the bad advice and you close these credit cards out with a balance? Well, what you want to do is look to get a personal term loan where you can pay those balances down, boost your credit score back up because now you're paying those cards down even if they're closed, and then hopefully qualify for new 0% interest cards, move any balances over to 0% interest, save a fortune. That's a strategy that you want to employ. So now, my friends, I want you to share this with everybody out there. Help your friends and family avoid this negative credit trap that can absolutely destroy you for the next 5 to 10 years and get this value out there. Come on back, share this with other entrepreneurs, and let's win in 2024.